I want to bring in now Congressman Reschenthaler of Pennsylvania. He sits on the House Judiciary Committee member, also an Iraqi War veteran. Congressman, good to see you. Thanks so much for coming on. I wanted to specifically have you here because I know you sit on a Judiciary Committee. I'm just curious, are these the questions you expected because you saw Senator Feinstein come out and try to essentially get Judge Barrett to try cases there on Capitol Hill? She declines and backs it up with legal facts. What are your thoughts on watching that?
First off, Sean, Emma, thanks for having me on. I appreciate it. Please just call me Guy.
So yeah, I know you always tell me that. That's right. Yep.
It's all right. My thoughts on the questioning is this. It's interesting to see the vantage point from which the Democrats are coming from, because they really view the Supreme Court as some super legislative body, where Republicans and conservatives view the court as a court. The Supreme Court justices, they interpret the law, and hopefully they apply the original intent of the founding framers of the Constitution, founding fathers and the framers of the Constitution. Now, I also think it's interesting that in the past, Judge Amy Coney Barrett has been attacked for her religious faith. That is actually unconstitutional. There are no religious tests. They're actually barred in the Constitution. And I want to make just one more point, Sean and Emma. There's a lot of hypocrisy because the Democrats are asking the judge to talk about how she would rule on cases that may or may not come before her. The irony and the hypocrisy is this. It was Ruth Bader Ginsburg who created the Ginsburg Rule, where a judge should not talk about how he or she would rule on cases that may come before the court. And just a little historical tidbit, the then senator who came up with this rule was Joe Biden. So how the tables have turned now that Amy Coney Barrett is going to be replacing Ruth Bader Ginsburg, yet the Democrats want Amy Coney Barrett to reverse the Ginsburg Rule that she applied when she was going through confirmation.
Yeah, we heard her quote that multiple times. Very interesting stuff. Always good to take a look at history during these historic moments as well. But she was asked to rule on cases pertaining to LGBTQ rights by Senator Feinstein. I want to play that interaction and get your thoughts on it.
Senator, I have no agenda, and I do want to be clear that I have never discriminated on the basis of sexual preference and would not ever discriminate on the basis of sexual preference. You know, like racism, I think discrimination is abhorrent.
So again, really sticking to not making any official statement or ruling on it because, again, she's not serving in that capacity at this time. But potentially, you know, we can look ahead to the ACA, what is on the docket for November 10th. Again, potentially could be ruling on that based on whether or not she would be confirmed by that time. And it sounds like these senators, they want an answer on that as well.
Well, they do. And again, the Democrats are so focused on policy concerns because, again, they view the court as some super legislative body. You know, the only individuals in our system of government that should draft laws and should make legislation are those that are elected by the people. That's how the founding fathers and the framers of the Constitution set up the court. That's why, as conservatives, we want to know about Judge Amy Coney Barrett's judicial philosophy, and I want to stress judicial philosophy. We want to see if she will apply the original intent of the framers. The Democrats, on the other hand, know that their agenda is way too far left of the American people, and the only way they can pass their radical agenda is by controlling the court, controlling 9 members, or at least five of the 9 members who are unaccountable to the people. That's why they're so focused on policy. The Democrats have totally inverted the system, and that's really a problem. And it shows you the difference of philosophies between the Democrats, or the new social justice warriors that I like to call them, and conservatives and Republicans.
Well, Congressman, we always appreciate your time. I know you're a busy guy, or guy, rather. I know you're a busy guy. I didn't mean to do that, by the way, but it worked anyway.
All good, John. All
yeah,
good.
It's good to see you, though. I appreciate you weighing in. I know you're watching this, so I look forward to talking to you at later dates, and we'll break it down with you, okay?
Thank you, Sean. Thank you, Emma. Take care.